Greetings, freaks and folks. This is Vlad the Lad. I hope you got my little Sand Soldier Warhammer 40k reference meme there. If not, good for you. You're just watching a dumb idiot making stupid things with a shirt on his head. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he is finally here, our Emperor in the flesh. Like, we don't actually know if he has flesh or not. But anyway, he got released today and we're gonna definitely check this bad boy out. Let's do this. Oh, I fucked up the sound there. There we go.
It is time.
Oh, it's time. Yeah, already. He is a 3-mana 1/5. When allies attack, summon an attacking Sand Soldier. So he actually has more Sand Soldier synergy like we all thought. You have summoned 10 units is his level up requirement. That's not too much, but not easy to reach either.
Shurima, see what I see. Carry it with you.
We have seen that, dude.
I am honored. You
For the Emperor!
Shurima's strength is yours.
Yes. You saw that card as well. Oh, another Ascended, of course.
Sacrifice.
We see another double level up, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember this day.
Remember this day as we see the Emperor's Divide, a 7-mana slow speed spell. Give enemies vulnerable the whole board this round and summon 6 Sand Soldiers. So they have their own harrowing in Shurima actually. So more and more it gets the Shadow Isles-ish package in Shurima.
While they falter, our power grows. I have risen. And with me, Shurima.
That level up. Azir, Ascended'S level 2. When allies attack, summon an attacking Sand Soldier as usual, and when you summon an ally, give us both +1 attack this round. That's big. This is just an engine ongoing dude with just throwing Sand Soldiers at the enemy. I love it. Come on, show me what you got.
Your Emperor commands.
Show me that level 3 animation. By the way, they have 4 attack because of the 4/6 dude. Giving the others +2 attack on opponent summon.
Destiny awaits.
Destiny awaits. Woohoo. He's Ascended, but not a 10/10 this time. But he says, when I level up, replace your deck with the Emperor's deck. What's the Emperor's deck? Draw 1. Afterwards, when allies attack, summon an attacking Sandstone Charger. So he keeps this ability over the whole time. But we will have an Emperor's deck, whatever that means. Show me. That animation though. Or the deck design. What? Okay, I think we will see those cards in detail in a second. Not pausing here. The power!
They cheer on me. Our legacy is eternal.
Our legacy is eternal. Woo! Boy. What a dope champion, dude. I love it. I love this creep summoning dudes engines in games in general. But I love that they have this now in Legends of Runeterra as well. Super excited. Let's check this dude out. So we saw his level up stages so far. This is his signature spell actually, Arise. It says summon a Sand Soldier. A lot of S's there. Create a fleeting Arise in hand. So, okay, it's basically the from the other cards we have in Piltover and Zorn, and I think in Noxus as well, where they have a spell that's duplicating itself over and over as long as you have mana. But for 3 mana, it's definitely expensive. Normally you would have it upon entry with what we saw yesterday with the Dune Keeper, where he summons the Sand Soldier for 1 mana and his body to it. And this is, summoning Sand Soldier. But keep in mind, this is burst speed. And this makes it way, way better. So it's actually like the 4 mana burst speed where you summon the Mistwraith in Shadow Isles. This similar effect where you can burst speed summon a follower or unit in general, and this is big for blocking issues. If they open attack and you burst speed a Sand Soldier in their way, easy block. That's big. It's actually big. And also upon open attack, obviously, you can fill your board with the whole mana you have and rush on the enemy. When you have a primarily free board, like let's say 4 spaces, you have 12 mana in round 10, and then you just spam 4 of those Sand Soldiers and you smash him directly without passing initiative. That's big. And also with the getting +1 attack and everything, and this other dude that we saw giving +2 attack upon summon, this can lead to some nutty combos there. So it's definitely balanced having a 3 mana. So I kind of take it back with it's too expensive. It would be broken if it would be if it would be cheaper. Okay, then we have the Emperor's Divide. What we saw, it's actually an epic. It's their own sort of harrowing, but I don't know if it's maybe a bit too expensive for 7 mana. I mean, yes, you have all the synergy and you have this attack boost up for your Sand Soldiers, but then again you get basically 1/1 stats for them for 7 mana, and you get 6 of them. And normally at this stage of the game you have board space used, so you almost never will come to the moment where you will summon all the 6 soldiers. Yeah, I think maybe a 1 or a 2 of, but never a 3 of. I don't think so. Even in the synergy decks with Azir and the likes. Okay, then we have another Rite. I think we had it with the Nasus. In the Nasus package. Yeah, Rite of Dominance. I was right with that assumption. But this time it's Rite of Negation. And it says kill an ally or destroy one of your mana gems. So it's it fits to the same type of spell that we also have 4 mana's fast speed, and you have the same conditions to actually cast it. But this time it's not reducing their attack from the enemy to attack, but instead you get fast spells, slow spells, and skills are stopped completely. What the fuck? I can actually say this. I can't monetize it up to now, so I can say as much fucks as I want, and I will say what the fuck, because this is a deny everything. I mean, the moment where the enemy stacks up a lot of stuff, and you play this thing, you just deny everything they have, every skill, every spell. It's slow and fast speed. That's huge. And then again, you can just kill an ally to meet this requirement, or if you don't want to risk it, and they could potentially interact with your ally that you want to sacrifice, you can also just sacrifice a mana gem instead. If it gets, I mean, you really only want to use that in the last or before the last fight, sort of fights where you want to flip the game completely. And that's a very nutty card for this. I love it. And I also love that they go with having deny or counters in general. I mean, if you play Magic the Gathering, you know there are plenty of counters in various colors there. And mostly for blue. In Legends of Runeterra, it's only for Ionia up to now, but now we see another region that can actually counter spells, which is Shurima. That's nice. Okay, then we have the Crumbling Sands, another 4-mana fast speed spell, and it says obliterates an enemy follower, draw 1. That's also super, super legit. For 4 mana, obliterating. I mean, to be fair, you can't put this on champions, that's why it says followers. But for 4 mana, obliterating, I mean, this is sort of a vengeance, a worse vengeance in a sense, but you get to cast it for 3 mana less, which is a lot. And on top of it, it cycles itself. So this is a super, super legit card. And for me, also an auto-include in almost every Shurima deck under the sun. That's insane. Okay. I don't think that we have any bad card up to now. I mean, this probably a bit, but still legit card. Let's see on here. We have the 2-mana Emperor's Guard. Also super dope artwork here. It's 2-mana fearsome with 5/4. When I'm summoned, draw 1. Oh, I get it. I was just not paying attention again. They don't have gems. It's actually from here, from the Crumbling Sands, we have the Emperor's deck. Is what is my best guess here. Because it doesn't have the gem, you don't know wherever you should get the Crumbling Sands. And also has this super gold thingy design that we saw in the video where the deck just gets gold. And yeah, probably you will have the Crumbling Sands in the Emperor's deck. And also, because I was wondering, like, what's the downside of a 2-drop with 5/4 body and you summon him, draw 1 plus the fearsome keyword? That's just one dude of the Emperor's deck, I guess. And we have another Emperor's deck edition, which is the Eternal Gladiator, which is a 7-drop, 10/7 body, barrier, and says when I'm summoned, draw 1 again. So you can cycle all the way that you want, I guess. And at the round end, the strongest enemy and I strike each other. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that these Emperor's deck things are pretty broken. But I like it in a sense. I mean, as well, you need to get there. Like, you need to get there with Nasus as well and with Renekton as well. You need to get this Sun Disc, I think was its name of the landmark. You need to it's to be going on. But potentially now you could run all 3 of them and get them all to level 2. And thus instantly, like in the theory, having the Sun Disc activated. So they level all to level 3 directly. I mean, I don't see any any realistic game where this would happen, but potentially you could. You have 3 Ascended now, and with every Ascended level up to level 2, the Sun Disc gets the countdown reduced by 10. So it has 25 counters on it. Technically, you could reduce it completely to 0 with all of the 3 Ascendants getting them to level 2. And this is super legit Ascendant for 3 mana, a 1/5 body that constantly gives you value, like the other landmark would do that we saw yesterday, the Emperor's Days, I think it's pronounced. Yeah, super nice cards here, and also extremely creative. I love that set. Then we have the General's Palace, a 5 mana, super dope art again. It's all that goldy, shinish stuff. And again, we have to note that there are no gems, no rarity gems, and this goes for the rest of the cards. So if I freak out on the other ones, It doesn't mean to say anything because it's all part of the Emperor's deck. But this landmark is actually also from the Emperor's deck, and it says enemies are vulnerable. Round start, rally. Dude. This is just leveled up Garen on the board. If you don't remove the landmark, you constantly rally. Plus everything on the board from the enemy has a vulnerable, so you can, or you could technically say your whole board has challenger. That's just, yeah, broken as all of the Emperor's cards. Then we have the Golden Herald, a 5 mana 6/6. Play and round start, summon 2 Sand Soldiers and grant them +2/+2. Yep. I guess it's sort of the Obsidian Soul stuff, where you just go crazy and nuts when you get the level up for him. You get nutty value over and over, and this goes for these cards as well. But we still have a 10 mana cost spell. Let's see what it does. A slow speed. Ascended'S Call says rally. Why not? And it says summon Renekton and Nasus. Immediately level them up to level 3. I love it. I love it. I mean, at this point of the game, I'm fine with those play one card, win the game cards. Because, I mean, you have to get to the point where you level up the Azir to level 3, to ascend them to level 3, and get another 10 mana. And have this card in hand. I mean, when you do, you probably insta win. But, yeah. I love it. I love it. And I hope they have a dope animation as well for that. But let's see on. We have a Sandstorm, a 9 mana spell, slow speed, obliterate 3 enemy units or landmarks. So it's the, what's it called? Also from the invoked cards, the 9 mana, also slow speed, but you also only obliterate 2 cards from that, and here you can obliterate just 3 of them. So again, just broken cards. Then we have the Shimmering Mirage, a 3 mana burst speed spell, summon an exact copy of an ally, it's ephemeral, draw 1. Again, super nice card. I think they just went crazy at a certain point where they thought, this is the Emperor's deck. If you get there, you should definitely just explode in value, and if the enemy has no answer for that, they just, or just if they can't kill you quick enough at that point, they are dead, definitely. Because you just drown them on value by these cards. I mean, half of them have draw 1 to it, so you don't run off steam, and you just smack him to the ground. But I wonder if these cards are the Emperor's deck in itself, and if you drew all of them and your deck's empty and you didn't manage to kill the enemy after playing all these cards, my question is, do you lose the game still? Like, can you mill yourself with the Emperor's deck? This is what my question is here. And the last card is the Emperor's Prosperity. Speaking of milling himself, milling itself, whatever. Probably you know what I mean if you know English well. I don't. And you have a 2 mana burst speed spell, which has drawing 2. I think this is not too crazy, because what we saw yesterday from the LeBlanc package is actually this Whispered Words, which was, for me, if you saw my reaction yesterday, if you didn't, you should probably consider doing that. You have the same effect. It costs 2, it's burst speed, you draw 2. But you have to get there with getting your reputation on. But this is not too crazy, not like ascending Azir to get the Emperor's deck and then get the Emperor's Prosperity later down the line. This is actually way harder to pull off than reputation, for sure. But dude, I'm so ready for this. And have no clue at all what I want to build first. Probably the Lysandra. Where's my girl? Here. Probably it's Lysandra. It's, as I said, it's partly broken, her package, but it's also interruptible. Like, when I calmed down a bit, I realized that you can navigate around all of these things, but I love the control archetype, and I want to definitely dip into that again with Lysandra. I don't know yet what I will splash it with, but probably my first deck will be with Lysandra, and if you're interested in that, you should definitely stay tuned. I will try, although I'm working parallel to all these videos and uploads, I will try to also build a deck, a proper deck that we can look at together within the first days after the release. Probably already tomorrow. I don't know. I won't make any promises at that point, but if you want to stay tuned for that and you want to check out this deck together with me, if it's viable, and also, yeah, just celebrating the new expansion. I mean, I think the hype train is just rushing through everybody's houses and minds at that point. And this is where I'll leave it at. And yeah, that's everything I have for you today. Super excited, as I mentioned. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. As I said, consider helping me out. I'm still a relatively new YouTuber, and every help is appreciated. So very damn, my English. Thanks for that. And until then, be legendary. Vlad out.